All right, guys, welcome back to another video. The topic of today's video is actually going to be a game changer if you're serious about getting results. But it's also one of those things that are kind of out there. And I remember the first time that I heard about this, I didn't really believe it to be true. And it was one of those hardest steps that I had to take in my own journey to actually get to where I wanted to go. Am I saying it's 100% completely necessary? No, but I'll also outline a strategy for you in this video so that you can get the most out of it and also get the results that you're looking for, right? And before we get into like exactly what this thing is, going back, like you guys obviously know, I've been doing sales for a very long time, and every once in a while, I actually see like two people hop on the sales calls, right? I sell a biz op, like lead generation, you start your own business type of opportunity. Those are the things that I have the most experience selling. And again, every once in a while, you have two people jumping on the call. One who is extremely determined to make a change and make a difference in their life and change the trajectory of it. And then you always have the other party who's way more reserved, is way more in the 50-50 stage of should I do this or should I just stay in the path that I'm in? And usually, a lot of the times, what happens is one of the parties is just not as sold on making the change. And so on the call, they'll convince the other party to let's just think about it. Let's go and talk about this. Do we really need to make a decision on the call? And obviously, as well, it is my fault for not being able to actually convince them on the call. But also, once they then get off the call, the second party, the insecure party, is actively working against the first person's dreams and goals and desires and telling them, oh, we shouldn't do this. We should continue looking. Maybe we shouldn't do something like this at all. And that brings me really to the topic at hand in today's video, which is be careful who you surround yourself with. Because if you're surrounded by a bunch of people who are just telling you it isn't possible, you can't do this, it's not going to be achievable, you're going to start believing those ideas and those thoughts. And if your friends are only drinking, they're only smoking weed, they're only doing like destructive short-term activities throughout the day-to-day lives, you're obviously just going to end up being like them. And unfortunately, doing those types of things, they're not going to help you actually get to where you want to go. And so you need to be very, very, very strict with the input that you allow other people to actually put, or put it like this, you need to be very strict with who you let influence you and who you actually let guide your decision making. Because it's like Zlatan Ibrahimovic actually said, and I usually quote him a lot, especially when I'm talking to my parents about stuff like this, is I can listen to you, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I will do what you tell me to do, right? So have a almost build a very strong filter for what you believe is true in your mind and protect that idea at all costs. And any ideas that you feel are non-congruent with where you want to go and what you want to achieve, if you truly believe that they're worth the reflection of maybe this guy knows something more than I do, obviously investigate that and figure out if that is actually true. But also know that if it's a constructive thought, like, oh, this isn't possible, let's just go play Fortnite, it's going to be, it's not going to be very, very constructive for you to have that idea and that belief in your mind. And trust me, people don't want to see you win. I know this for a fact because I used to be one of those people who didn't want to see the people around me win, which is very, very crazy for me to say right now. But I used to have friends that a couple of years before me decided to get on this journey, and I was one of those friends unknowingly who wanted to like not see them win, because obviously when you're in a space of you don't believe that it's true, you also don't want to see the people around you sort of showing you that it actually is possible to achieve, because that obviously goes against your own world views, and it puts you in a position where why are they able to do this and I'm not? And it hurts their ego. And so instead of being supportive and helping you and actually putting you in a position to help you accelerate your success, They want to keep you at the same level as you just because they don't want their ego to be hurt. So again, be very strict with who you let into your life. Be very strict with the inputs that you allow to influence you, and just be very strict with the inputs that you allow into your brain in general. And in terms of the strategy, am I saying that you need to cut off these people from your life completely? No, but minimize as much time as possible with them. If you're with them every single day, maybe try once per week. If you're already only doing once or twice per week and you still notice how much of an impact it has on you, maybe go to once per month. Don't chat as much with them. Don't get involved as much with them. Stick to the people who have the same beliefs about success and achievement as you, and you'll see how your ideas and your actions start matching those beliefs. And sooner or later, you'll also start seeing results, and you can start propelling your life and your career and your dreams forward to heights that you didn't believe were true in the past. So that was today's video. I really hope you got something out of it. If you guys have any video ideas, any things that you'd like to see from me, I'd like to make these videos even more personal, because right now I still feel that they're valuable, but I also feel like this type of advice is something that you could get from other people as well. It's not like extremely groundbreaking. You've probably heard this before. But if you want more personal stories, I'm open to that. I believe vulnerability is the best vehicle, and just telling our stories is the best way to actually help others. And so if you want more personal stories, if you actually want something, more vulnerable from me, I'm very happy to share that as well. And that video that I promised you on Saturday, got a lot of stuff that happened Saturday in the evening, Sunday morning. Wasn't able to get that done. That's on me, but I'll get that done as soon as possible. And hopefully that will also give you a glimpse into the type of content that I want to be making moving forward. So thanks again for checking it out. Have a great day, guys, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Ciao.